wait till you wake up inside it. Boys like you all love to say the chicks like me are just insane, but boys like you give men a shitty name. So let's play a game.
What's up, guys? It's Lexi. Hi. Ow. My birthday's in 5 days. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before it, which I did pretty good. After I mentioned it in December, I got over like 200 subs or 300 subs. So I'm like 809 subs now. I just need 99. No. 9. Hold on. I forgot it was connected to my phone. I was right. I was gonna say 191, but then I got mixed up. So I need 191 subs to get to 1,000. We're gonna talk. So you guys, the old subscribers, not the new ones, you guys know about me and Jacob dating, and then it was ruined by a friend. Well, I blocked that friend because she ruined our relationship. But I just pretended to be a friend. I've always wanted to block her, but she would always make threats like, "Oh, then you won't be able to talk to your biological little siblings." The only little siblings I have are 2. She lied about me having other ones. So I actually have 8 siblings biologically and 8 siblings no. 7 siblings biologically and 7 siblings adoptedly. That did not sound right. And then my friend told me things about this friend. She had me buy my sister stuff that my friend would like. So I spent like $200, $300, I don't know, dollars on her, 2023. And she used me for money, like my cousin did. My cousin used me for my money for cigarettes and drugs. And she would always ask me to buy her things. Like, buy her things. I'm gullible. She just sucks. Crap, what was I saying? I'm not deleting this. Live stream, even though I'm embarrassed. That's mostly why I've never posted videos with my seizures. Because I have seizures, and I'm embarrassed of them. But this friend was using me for money. And so I blocked her after I found out that she lied about her 3 pregnancies. She lied about my siblings. She lied about everything. She's probably the reason why me and Jacob broke up. My family didn't care if we were dating. But Logan, oops, I just said her name, but I don't care anymore. But Logan didn't like it. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Oh, yeah. Logan lied and said and told the mom stuff about me to make his mom break us up. Oh, she has red flags through Facebook. Facebook, huh? Okay, hold on. Here's my Facebook. Alexandria Pike. So, red flags. Here, I'll show the videos. Okay. Red flags. These are all videos. Yeah, the only red flag I have is my mom is toxic and an addict who abandons her kids and tried to kill them. And my cousin that I haven't even met on my mom's side is a killer. He's in jail for 52 years, which meaning he'll get out 2055. No. 58? Hold on. I'm going to be 55 years old. So, hold on. 2000. $2,058. I knew it. Red flags, huh? Okay. There's no red fucking flags. And I don't cheat on men. Only to get revenge if they cheat on me, I'll cheat on them. Did he make a video about that? I'm gonna share my live. Hi, baby. Hi, baby boy. Come on, baby. Come on. You're gonna make them think I'm crazy. Come on. Oh, I just had to. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Bye. I'm abusing myself. Ow. Okay. Oh, I have 808 subs now. Okay. I don't give a hell. I'm pretty sure they're just doing that on purpose. Post. That looks familiar. Okay. I know, baby, it's too hot in here, which is not good for my seizures. They get triggered by it. Oh, that explains why my phone's overheating. The flashlight's still on. Okay, let's start. Oh, I can't cock my neck.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
It's not even
The
connected.
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
No, it's connected. I'm gonna kill my phone. Calm down, I know. I have English issues, but don't show it on you. Actually, let's go on this. And on my life, turn it down. And if you have questions, I'll read the chat. We are gonna do something. I sound like a teacher. If I was a teacher, I would actually let them do whatever they want. Like they'll have to learn, but they can have free time, breaks. They can do anything they want in my class except for like cigarettes and that kind of stuff. They'll have to wait till they get home. So let's go on Mr. Nightingale. Yes, I have Teen Wolf, which I'm on episode 7, season 5. Lab Rats, season 1, episode 5. 911, season 8, episode 5. I'm not looking forward to this episode because I've already seen spoilers and I'm gonna cry. I'm getting impatient. Why are they going so slow? Let's take that off and then try it again. Sup? Okay. Okay. I just saw a guy in undies. Videos. Sleep paralysis. I'm pretty sure I can't use that one. Because it has a discrimination thingy. So let's do this one. Let's go on Populars to see if I can find old ones. True school lockdown. I've had 3 lockdowns in my lifetime. Oh, this is Dusty.
This is something you guys have been...
Okay. Yeah. And now, sharing my screen. Let's try this one. Maybe that's why it's being slow. Okay.
Been requesting the hell out of for a long time. It took a lot of time, but I finally found 3 stories that take place during school lockdowns. It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers, so our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the exact moments it answered a question. I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shoved from the lockers to our classroom door, and that's when...
Do you know how when you were all still in school, where they do the lockdown drills and the principal pounds on the fucking door after, like before he says it's all done? Every time they do that, it scares the crap out of me, and I end up almost screaming because it jumps me. I had 3 lockdowns. 2 in 2019. October 17th was when I started school in Florida, Palaca High School. I sat my butt down in my seat. I was supposed to start on my brother's birthday, which was the day after the 17th, on the 18th. Wow, we have a lot of problems on October 17th, because October 17th, last year, Mom died. So, as soon as I sat my butt in the seat at 9 a.m. over the fucking speaker, code red, lockdown, this is not a drill. 2 people came with knives that day. And another time, and this lasted 2 hours. And then, we had another one like a month or 2 months ago, and it overwhelmed me, so I got dizzy because of my seizures. And it was scary. It lasted 6 hours, and we have 7 hours, 8 hours of school, from 9:15 to 3:45 p.m. Not a.m. p.m. So there was a kid who brought 3 knives and 2 guns to school that day. So we had a lockdown because of that. Another one was when I was in elementary school. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I press play.
When one of the crying girls screamed no, the banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up." 2 of the girls in the class were crying out loud now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door, but eventually he finally continued down the hallways, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore.
My anger issues.
I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently fled the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now, this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper ways in class. Couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching, but to keep all the doors locked,
so I would always do
and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man was gone. My entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now he's being given the...
Unless he's still in that school, they never leave. Story number 2.
My school has 2 lunch periods. First lunch period is for all 6th graders and some 7th graders. The second lunch period is for the other half of the 7th graders and...
That looks like my school! One of my old schools that I've gone to. But I've gone to like at least 30 of them. That looks exactly like my elementary school I had at one point. Where is that place?
All 8th graders. The lockdown happened in the beginning of October. The day the lockdown occurred, it was overcast and the first lunch period, 4 loud booms. I personally thought it was thunder, but the entire lunch crowd started screaming. I was thinking those kids were just serious pussies, but the campus security came in and started yelling at people to go into the multi-purpose room. And the kids who were in line buying lunch had to throw out their lunch and come inside. Me and some friends went inside the room. Our multi-purpose room were rushed inside the campus. Security was covering the glass with the curtains, and there were adults at every exit. My friend Eric was curious, as well as the rest of us, so he asked one of the adults what was going on. When he came back, he said, "You know how right in front of us there's those houses?" I replied, "Yeah." "There's this mentally disabled, crazy man that barricaded himself in front of his house, and he's threatening to commit suicide and kill the cops if he's evicted. School watching kids in a weird way," Eric told us. A whole hour, taking up 2 periods. After the whole thing unfolded, we were escorted to our classrooms one by one. I later found out that the man lives next to my friend Brandy, who told me about the previous Halloween when she saw the same man at his window cutting his arm and writing in his own blood, "Don't come here or I'll kill you." Of course, being Halloween, people, including Brandy, assumed it was just for the holiday. But after this horrific incident, we knew this man was mental, and we're glad he never got near us.
Didn't know there was going to be language in that one. Because usually the language pod isn't in those videos. So I should have watched the video before. I haven't watched this video at all, so I didn't know about the language. I'm glad I put my live stream on Not Made for Kids because of that. Because they'll be like, "Oh, I'll be putting you. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that." They did it when I did that to the camera. Okay, we put that video. It's still up. Story 3. To traumatize myself more.
I'm 22 years old, fresh out of college.
That also looks like another school of mine.
And I recently got a job at my old high school as a source very messy and disorganized. But there is a small 3-person office that's actually very nice down there. It has 3 nice big desks, 2 mini fridges, a screen TV mounted on the wall, and oh so satisfying air conditioning, a luxury the students and teachers cannot enjoy in the school. And of course, all of the school servers and other computery stuff. I got the job because 3 of my old computer teachers flat out adored me. I could actually consider them as real friends, not just teacher figures, so they all helped tremendously in landing me this job. It's been great, until something that happened a few weeks ago.
Oh, Oh no.
My two coworkers that share the office with me, Dave and Gary, weren't in the office at the time, telling me the school was on lockdown and that somebody, possibly armed, had entered the school. There wasn't much that I could do other than turn off the lights because, surprisingly, as nice as this little office was, it didn't have an actual door to it, just a big opening, and the door to the whole basement didn't even have a working lock. For my own safety, I did turn off all the lights in the office and my computer screen. I kept my phone on the desk, texting both Gary and Dave, but they wouldn't respond. I sat down there in the dark, playing games on my phone for like 20 minutes, waiting for the call from up front to tell me to resume working. I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't hear what was going on upstairs from down here, but I was not allowed to make any calls until I was informed that the lockdown was over. The noisy basement door opened. As the creaking echoed, I was eager to get some info from them. Someone then came running down the stairs, and their footsteps were approaching my office. I pushed away my chair and crawled under my desk. Somebody entered the office, but did not turn on the lights. There was just silence. I can't even describe the fear I was experiencing. I felt like if I made one sudden noise, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message.
Bad timing.
I felt the entire world shrivel up and die at that one moment as I clenched my teeth in fear. Footsteps suddenly moved closer to me until I finally dove out from under the desk in capitulation, begging whoever it was not to kill me. And just then, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up. It was some guy in a red button-up jeans and a reddish-black cap. He told me, "It's okay, I'm just down here hiding with you." "What's going on up there?" I whispered to him. He kind of ignored my question and asked me if there's an exit down here. I told him, "Yeah, around that way." Before he could do anything else, I asked him, "Who are you?" There was a brief moment of silence before he started explaining he was coming in to pick up his son when a teacher told him to hide. After his explanation, I checked my phone and saw the text I received was from Dave. It said, "Dude, this is fucking crazy. Some gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a hat. Whatever you do, don't come upstairs."
I'm pretty sure that's a fucking guy.
I was about to reread that text out loud to the man until I realized. I looked up and felt my stomach sink and seemed to catch on to my suspicious stare. Panicking, all I could think to do was to run for the upstairs. A gunshot echoed through the basement, and I could hear the bullet ricochet off something metal in the darkness. But thank God the bullet missed me, and I made it upstairs. Fortunately, police were waiting at all exits, including the basement exit, and caught the man the second he opened the door. More good news. Our teacher, Miss, survived the gunshot. It was later determined that the man and Mr. Buckley had some beef for whatever reason, but that was never revealed. All we know is that Mr. Buckley couldn't have done anything that would have warranted this kind of reaction. And I know that the sound of that gunshot will forever echo in my mind.
Wow. I called it though. I called it. I also hate gunshots, if you haven't noticed. So yeah. That's the end of this video. My birthday's in 5 days, which I'm gonna be 22, and I'll probably go do a birthday haul. I got this for my birthday yesterday. Hold on. I have sensory problems, so I have this. It's Stitch. It's a pillow. Pillow Stitch. It's so adorable. For some reason, I have to have something like stuffed animals because they are soft ass blankets. And Dad thinks it's because of my sensory problems. People say it might be my OCD, but who knows? That's gonna fling open. Yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. End.